Little impromptu stream here, why not? Ah, you all knew it was coming. So, I've decided in my infinite wisdom that we're going to start revisiting Pokemon just as it comes up. And conveniently, this happened. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Unfortunately, I am a boy, not a grill. I never liked naming the rival, however, under the circumstances. And I'm just not going to tell him. Let's put it on set, why not? Ooh, what frame do we want? Alright. So the purpose of replaying all the Pokemon games over the coming years is because we've already done it all. We did Leaf Green back in 2023. We completed the entire Pokedex on actual hardware. That was 120 odd hours of my life I'm never getting back. Obviously we did it in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl when they came out. Spent a month looking for a Pidgey. We did Gen 5 in 2024 in Black and White 2. So really, there's not much more to do. There's still 2 games that we haven't streamed yet. Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet. That's on the docket eventually. But I figured, for now, you know what, let's replay some classics. So, the all-important choice. Bulbasaur, easy to raise. Easy mode, Squirtle, one worth raising, medium mode. Charmander, should raise it patiently, hard mode. When we did Leaf Green, we used Charmander, and so it gets Ember, it gets Metal Claw, and then it gets like nothing until level 35. Whereas at the moment, we're going to take Squirtle. You missed the end of Sonic, you missed me spamming the Team Blast glitch. So we're not using this Squirtle, however. I do have to name Squirtle the same thing because it's got a cannon for a back. So I call it the Negotiator. Careful, nature. So, Squirtle's not going on the team. Another reason we're doing these refights is because, you know, there's Pokemon that I've never used before. And some of them I will never get. the opportunity to use because they're in like 2 games. So what we're going to do is I am not doing what I normally do. So what I would normally do is I'd pick like 2 or 3 things that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use these. And then the rest I would just fill with vibes. This is me planning the entire thing out in advance. I have a plan. Be afraid. Alright, let's head north onto Route 1 finally. And one of the things we're also doing this is we're just going to take our time, we're going to chill, it's going to be a nice, relaxing, especially after Sonic Heroes, experience. Just so long as I don't find a shiny before I get Pokeballs, which would not be the first time that's happened to me now. Alright, Viridian City. We want to go to the Mart. So FireRed and Leaf Green, I've got opinions on. I'm not the biggest fan of Gen 1, but if I'm gonna play it, I mean, I'm not playing the originals, Jesus no. I mean, now that these have been re-released, I'd say if you want a more traditional experience, then play these. If you want a more modern experience with all the modern amenities, minus held items and abilities, and actually catching wild Pokemon, you want to play Let's Go. The ideal would be to have FireRed and Leaf Green with the physical special split, with, you know, all the new stuff it's got, Fairy type, Alolan forms, all of that. But that's not happening, so can't win them all. It'd also be nice to have FireRed and Leaf Green where Golbat can evolve. But, that's also not happening. 5 Pokeballs, alright. Everything is on the go. Speak to Daisy. You know, we're just having a nice, chill time. Just relaxing. Enjoying. Revisiting where it all started, but only not as buggy. Alright, so one thing we do need is we do need to catch 60 Pokemon in order to get to the end of the game, so we're going to do that. Does not like to fight, it hides in tall grass and so on, foraging for food such as small bugs. One day I'll use a Pidgey. Not anytime soon. I will say, this game is upscaled incredibly well to 4K. Because it's just 1-to-1 pixel scaling, and upscaling pixel art is easier than upscaling 3D models. I am dreading the day they try and do the DS games. The one thing I will say is this game is probably not going to be that easy for me, because the team I've picked has issues. We shall say. And I think that's putting it charitably. Potion restores 20 HP. In the modern games where you just pick up potions willy-nilly, I kind of use them just to heal the team as I'm exploring. In these older games, not so much. Alright, Route 22. Completely optional, but it's got some stuff for us. I do like Mankey. So back in Leaf Green when we did that, I actually used a Mankey. It obviously became a Primeape and was excellent, we shall say. Sat there, spammed fighting type moves. I think also Rock Slide. It was a very good time. Unfortunately, no Annihilate, but that's overkill in this game. Rattata, which, actually, despite its reputation, is not that bad of a choice. It's quick. It hits pretty hard. Gets Super Fang. Super Fang's good. Gets Crunch. Yeah, if you wanted to use a Rattata. Its fangs are long and very sharp. They grow continuously, so it gnaws on hard things to whittle them down. Sounds like hell. Hallelujah. And it's level 5. Hello. Nailed it. Spearow! The tiny bird Pokemon. It basically flits around here and there. Even if it's frail, it can be a tough foe that uses Mirror Move. Alright, welcome to the team. Neutral nature, keen eye, prevents loss of accuracy. Good to see, good to see, good to see. Our actual starter Pokemon. A Spearow. So in Leaf Green we used Dodrio, Clarence. that was really good. Clicked fly, clicked try attack. Was about it. So I decided, you know what? I still don't want to use Pidgey. I'll use a Fearow instead. So we need to train up our intrepid Spearow. Keep it on shift or set? Set, okay. Right, we want to come up here for some free experience points. Yep, that's a Squirtle using Bubble, alright. Or can learn Leer. Do I want to use a potion here? Yeah, sure, for 3 of them. Easy clap. Okay. Now we're ready to continue our adventure. Theoretically. Depends how much is about to get in our way, I suppose. Although with Morkin it shouldn't be that bad. It's only a forest. I do know how to catch a Pokemon. In fact, I know how to catch several. Oh, the Teachy TV. Funnily enough, the guy in the Teachy TV is quite important to my life.